I finally took some of your criticism and some of your advice. You guys have been on my head in some of my videos about my edges, so I've been taking care of them for you guys because you've been tired of seeing them. What's up, gang? Welcome back to my channel. Today is very exciting as always, but today is a special day because I haven't done a crochet video in about a year, and you guys know that's how my channel got started and how most of you know me. Yeah, this is really exciting. You know that awkward dance that you do when you don't know what to say, which is my absolute life, but whatever. My crochet videos have been going up in views, and I'm guessing it's because of the season change. You know, it's coming from summer to fall, and fall and winter are the protective style seasons. But more specifically, my maintenance video that I did almost 2 years ago has been going up. You know, it's time for me to dive back in, and especially for this maintenance video because my routine is completely different. I'm obviously a bit more knowledgeable because that was done 2 years ago, so I have been wearing crochet braids for about 2 more years, so I have some new processes, new tips, and new things. And by the way, everything that I'm saying in this video applies to any style of crochet. So if you have straight hair, if you have curly hair, if you have braids or twists or locks, this is how you can maintain your hair. So yeah, I'm going to try to make this video as short and thorough as possible. So let's just dive on in there. Awkward dance again, because again, that is my life. Okay, so starting with the preparation process and how to prepare your hair for the braids and for the crocheting process. This is the most important part. So first, you need to make sure that your hair is clean, you want to make sure that it's moisturized, and you want to make sure it's detangled and moisturized again before you put those braids in your hair. I personally like to refresh and get a new set of crochet braids about every 3 months, but I know there are a lot of people who wear crochet braids for 6 months and even for 9 months, so yeah, you need to make sure that your hair is prepared for this journey. So first, with cleansing, this is whatever you prefer. Co-washing is definitely for me, and when I have a lot of buildup, so usually once I take out my crochet braids, I'll add a little bit of shampoo into my conditioner. And what I've been using, which I absolutely love, I got a few samples over the summer. This is the Botanical 3-in-1 Co-Wash Cleansing Conditioner, and I absolutely love it. Oh, BT dubs, a lot of the products that I'll be showing you guys today are from this natural hair subscription box. If you guys follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, you've seen me do the unboxing and show you guys the products that I got in July and August, because those were the 2 times I got a box. I've been using these products ever since, and I am absolutely in love, and I do recommend the Cocotique subscription box. Again, it's a natural hair box, so if you're looking to try new products, or if you're newly natural like me and you're trying to discover new products, which was definitely me all summer because it was the first time I dived in and wore my natural hair. It was a great way for me to discover new products and try new products without spending so much money, so I definitely do recommend Cocotique. And they don't just send hair products. I got a lip balm, and I also got a mascara, and I got this shaving bar that I haven't got to use yet because I try not to shave with a razor because no. But back to this video. So yeah, you want to make sure your hair is cleansed, and then once your hair is clean, you definitely want to follow up with a leave-in moisturizer. So what I like to use is a leave-in when I'm preparing my hair for a protective style that I'll be wearing for months, is a leave-in moisturizing detangler. And you may be asking, what is the difference between a detangler and a regular leave-in? I found over the summer that leave-in detanglers, so leave-in moisturizers that say detangler specifically on the bottle. It makes my hair more soft, and of course it makes it easier to detangle, but it also helps with the braiding process, because y'all know if you have thick kinky hair or kinky hair period, braiding your hair for a protective style can be the longest part. It can hurt your fingers and all that jazz, so using a detangler has definitely, you know, made that process a bit more easy. And yes, this is from my Cocotique box, this full-sized bottle of stuff. They don't just send samples, they send full-size products as well. And now the last process of prepping your hair before you throw your braids in is to moisturize. Now, I used to say in my old video, I said I like to put a bunch of creams in my hair and all this stuff, just pack on this product in my hair, because back then I didn't wash my hair. I literally just braided my hair, and I would not see my hair unbraided for 3 months, which is really bad. So when I realized that was extremely bad for my hair, and I talked to some of my friends who wear protective styles, they said, yes, you want to moisturize your hair, but you don't want to put an extremely thick moisturizer or concoction in your hair before you put your braids in if you're going to be wearing it for over 2 weeks, because that will cause a lot of product buildup. And when you have crochet braids in, you're not going to be able to thoroughly cleanse your hair, so that product buildup, it will eventually become unhealthy for your hair. So what you need to do is put a lighter moisturizer in. So what I like to use is either an oil. This is my new favorite, and I actually just started using this oil I think 2 weeks ago, and this was in my Cocotique box. So anything you see with pink, this is from my August Cocotique box, I believe, and this is that OG brand. Do y'all remember in 3rd grade when your mom would put that pink lotion in your hair and brush it for the balls and all that? But this is the jojoba and grapeseed oil, and I really love this because I found out that coconut oil does not favor the porosity of my hair, and jojoba oil is perfect. So I love this stuff. It smells really good and it's really lightweight. I'll put this in, so I'll put an oil in, or I'll put in a moisturizing lotion if I need a bit more moisture. And this is that OG pink that I was talking about, that hair lotion, but this is a new oil moisturizing formula, and guys, this makes your hair feel like silk. For this protective style, I put this all over my hair, and then I made sure I put a lot of this oil. Well, really a little goes a long way, but I made sure I saturated my ends in the oil, because we all know how our ends can act. And I do have colored hair, so I wanted to make sure that it is protected. So once you do that, it's time to braid your hair. This is definitely not a tutorial on how to braid your hair. If you would like crochet tutorials, braiding tutorials, other things, I have my crochet video down below, and it's just a list of videos, my crochet playlist on how-tos. Check that out. But one thing I didn't mention in my previous crochet videos, and this is because it's a new technique that I learned over the summer, it's actually better to part your hair for your braids with your fingers. And the reason for that is it makes your crochets look way more natural. When you use your fingers, your hair will naturally part, so where it naturally goes. So for me, this one is pretty straight, but towards the middle it's pretty rigid. But when you use a comb, you're forcing your hair to be parted, and that's when you get those really awkward parts that you can see, and you can definitely look at a person's hair and you're like, those are definitely crochet braids. So when you part with your fingers, your hair again will split naturally, and that will help as your hair grows in the crochet braids. It will make it look natural, and it will eventually cover the part depending on how long you keep your crochets in and how tight you braided your hair. Also, another thing on braids, you want to make sure you don't braid your braids too tight. You don't want it to be damaging to your hair. And also, you can pull your hair and rip your hair even sometimes when you're crocheting and your braids are super tight on your head. Remember, it does not matter how neat your braids look under your crochet braids, because no one's going to see them. So now onto the part you all have been waiting for. You want to know how to cleanse your natural hair and maintain the health of your natural hair and nourish your natural hair under your crochets, and also how to, you know, keep your style looking really nice, because we all know that crochets, they can get really rough really quick if you do not take care of them. So the first thing that goes real south real quick when you wear your crochet braids, I'm talking the next day, your edges. Your edges will look crazy even if you laid them with your gel before you braided your hair and you made sure you tied it up at night. I finally took some of your criticism and some of your advice. You guys have been on my head in some of my videos about my edges, so I've been taking care of them for you guys because you've been tired of seeing them. What I use to lay down my edges is edge control, and I love this one. Again, it's pink, so it's from my Cocotique box, and this is the edge smoother gel, and this has shea butter and coconut oil. And this is a perfect everyday edge control because it is moisturizing. A little bit goes a long way, and if you apply it throughout the week, you won't have that nasty product buildup. Your edges won't look like clay, and you won't have white residue on your edges. So I recommend this, and I just lay them with my fingers or an old toothbrush. Going along with that, it's really important that you cleanse your edges every week if you're going to be laying them down every day. You don't want to have a lot of product buildup on the most sensitive area of your hair. We all know that if our hair is falling out, if we do something wrong with our hair, this is the first area to go bye-bye. So what you need to do every week is cleanse your edges, and it's really easy. You can put your shower cap on or put your hair in a ponytail or whatever you do to your hair when you get in the shower. You can use shampoo, you can use co-wash, you can use whatever you want. You can even just use water, and you want to cleanse the edges of your hair so you can get all of that edge control or gel residue out so you can have a fresh start. And if you do use shampoo, you want to make sure that you moisturize, so you can follow up with a conditioner if you'd like, or you can put a moisturizer on, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. And that's just a way to keep your hair looking fresh, because your edges, when your edges are laid, your hair just looks brand new. So now we're going to talk about cleansing your natural hair and cleansing your crochet braids. Now, with crochet braids, what you can do is you can use water, you can use baking soda and vinegar, you can use water and vinegar, a mixture of whatever you want to cleanse your hair. You won't need to, you know, scrub your hair or fully saturate it to get it clean, especially if you're using synthetic hair. And what I used is conditioner and water to thin it out, and I just went in sections and I made sure I used cold water, and that's how I cleanse my crochet braids. It honestly, it's not a crazy process. The crazy process is when it comes to cleansing your natural hair, of course, because it's not out. You can't really scrub and penetrate every single part of your head. So this is key. So witch hazel is an all-natural astringent. A lot of people use this as an astringent to tone their face. People use this as a cleanser for their face and their body. So this is a really great way to cleanse your scalp, a nice gentle way, and it's extremely easy. So what you do, so simple. You grab a cotton ball or a big Q-tip. I'm going to demonstrate a little bit for you guys. So part off one braid, put some of the witch hazel on, and then you're just going to go like this down the part. And if you're on the sides, you want to pull the braids up and go like this and on the back, and just do that for all of the parts. It's a really great way to refresh your scalp, and it's not extremely drying. But if you do have a dry scalp, you're gonna have to follow up with an oil or some type of moisturizer. So I have 3 different things that you can use. I've used all of these and I absolutely love them. So first I have this, and I actually got this at Curl Fest, and this is a 100% natural hair growth moisturizing oil, and I love this application because it just slides down every part. Another easy application is a spray-on moisturizer, and this is actually from my Cocotique box, and this is Luxe, and this is their revitalizing leave-in conditioner. So you just take this, I'm actually going to do this right now, and you just spray it on. And usually with these spray-on moisturizers, it's not, the nozzle doesn't spray everything everywhere. It's really controlled. So the last thing I have for moisturizing your scalp after you cleanse it is a scalp ointment, and this is for those who have a really dry scalp or tend to get an extremely irritated scalp when they wear weaves. This is, of course, from my Cocotique box, and it's by the Be Natural Botanical collection. This is their Jamaican Black Castor Oil Scalp Ointment, and you just take it, you put it on your finger, and you just rub it on your scalp. And this is really great if you have certain areas that get irritated throughout the week. You just grab some of this, put it on your scalp, and you're good to go. At night I have this bonnet thing, and I got this from my local beauty supply store for about $3. All I do is fold my hair up like this, and then don't want to mess up my edges. They're probably going to get messed up. I just tuck the hair into this bonnet. And make sure it's really high so I can lay on my back. And then I just go to sleep. I look like Marge from The Simpsons, yes! That was everything that I had to tell you guys and show you guys about how to take care of your crochet braids. I hope this answered all of your questions. If you have more, Snapchat me, Instagram me. Those are honestly the best ways to get at me. By the way, I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions about the hair that I have in right now. This is the FREETRESS braid 2x soft faux locks, and this is in the length 20. I have it in the color 4, and I purchased this with my own money from my local beauty supply store. It cost $8. Alright guys, I'll talk to you guys later.